Happy Monday to you, my friends and family of Ronny's Farm to Table. The garden has wilted completely because of the freezing, but today it's not that cold. I think we didn't never got below freezing overnight, and the leaves are falling off. Like probably you remember early on in the videos, you could see the cottonwoods up here. They had all leaves and they're all falling off now. So winter is in the air, coming faster than we like it sometimes. So the plan for today is I gotta build something on my ventilation system. I want to get an air exchanger for the building because there's rather still air in there. It will be an outside plastic construction that I will be building. I'll probably put a black barrel in it and paint the walls black behind it, so that when the air is sucked into this little structure that I will be building, it's not that cold, that I don't pump in minus 40 degrees or minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit air into the building, and then I have to heat it up to 70 degrees. That's 90 degrees difference, and it's gonna cost me a lot to do that in the winter. So with that little building, I will be able to have a little heated area, passive heat area. That's one of the projects, and getting into other things. So let's get to it. Something that will be really important this week to get finished to finally start the mushroom growing is getting a fresh air supply. For this, I will be installing a heat recovery ventilation system. I bought it today. It should be here on Wednesday. Preparing for this, I have to drill holes through all of this insulation. And something I want to show you, look at that, how thick the insulation is. Here's the yellow foam. In the middle part is the old insulation. Then we have a wood layer, and then we have the tin metal outside. It's quite something to look at that as I'm going through this hole. There's a beautiful breeze already blowing in here. And I have to drill 4 more of those. And then I have to go on the outside and build the outside construction area. The holes are finished, the duct tubes are in, and something that comes right behind here will be the heat recovery ventilation system. And it will be very interesting because it crisscrosses the stream. And so the warm air will always kind of stay warm and humid, and the cold air will always stay out. It does crisscross, but basically what you can think of is a circulation. So that there's an intake valve and an outtake. Then over here will be the same thing, in and out. So even though they crisscross with fresh and old air, they kind of never exchange the cold and the humidity. This project will be finished by Wednesday, hopefully, when the box comes in early enough. So now let's go outside and do the structure that I'm going to be building, so I'm not blowing in too cold of air. Okay, here we are on the south side of the barn, and you can already see I started a little bit pre-working. So this structure basically will be able to capture some heat. Everything that's behind those two vertical 2x4s will be painted black. And I'm going to finish the project quick here because the sun is going down, and Ace is going to help me, right buddy? The structure is done. As you can see, it's just a very simple construction here, where I'm going to be able to put a plastic film all on the outer edges. I'm going to paint within the square the wall black, and on the bottom I'm going to have black mulch. And probably what I'm going to do too is putting things that have the color black on them, like barrels, or even have an old refrigerator that has the outside of black. Something that when the sun shines on gets nice and warm during the winter months. You see those 2 holes there? Those 2 holes are for the ventilation system that goes inside. And the reason why I'm building the structure is Minnesota can get awfully cold during the day or even during the night. And with this passive heat gaining process that I have here, I don't have to heat the cold up in the inside. It kind of helps me a little bit to cover the electricity bill during the winter months. In the summer, basically what I would do, I would just extend the pipes out so they can suck fresh air in and out. I have enough piping on the inside that I can easily just grab it out. Something that I will have to consider is replacing the plastic on it regularly, probably yearly. Also have to keep an eye on it, seeing if it's broken or anything during the winter months. But that's it, pretty simple. I didn't have to take any measurements at all. I took all the 8-footer boards and I like it. It will do just fine. Welcome to the basement of the old farm. The last project for today is getting the water reconnected there. It used to be all working just fine, but then I bought my house and got it installed and this in-between piece came in. So we disconnected the barn water and it has to be reconnected. Probably have to put an L shape in here. Let's see how it goes. Hooray, hooray! We got water in the barn. Look at that. Right now it's not on all the way, but we have water. I used the prompter tube here just to test it out. I gotta get some plastic piping, gotta connect it up here, and something nice set up so it's easy peasy to fill my buckets and use some water for the substrate bags. But we have water. What a good way to end the day. Thank you for watching. Beautiful October day. Oh yes, Kaiser, let's call it a day, huh? Right? Oh, he's running ahead of me. Everyone, have a wonderful evening, wonderful night. I will see you tomorrow.